saying it's sending data now. We're online on Facebook. Hello, Facebook. Good evening. Hello, YouTube. Good evening. And as for the others, I don't mind too much. We'll just see what happens. All right. So last week I was on my development log. I was showing you guys a skydiving prototype I was working on, a ninja skydiving prototype of kind of what it would be a ninja, you know, skydiving down with a bunch of skydivers, cutting them down, and so yeah, this is the kind of the prototype I had before. The skydivers didn't really react to you in the air or anything; they just kind of floated. The only thing they really did was reacting was when you dived. So there's that right now, and then I'm just kind of working on that. This is what it was. It was when Studio 1.4, but when you uploaded on Android and tried to do create an executable, it was grayed out. So I had to go and upgrade, and went and bought what is GameMaker Studio 2, and it's a lot more complicated. This is pretty much the same program, just a little bit more streamlined, a little bit more. You can jump to things from each thing. You can kind of switch. There's tabs up here. It's pretty nice. It's really nice. I'm not gonna lie. So right now I've got there's a ton of birds selected. I don't need that. So I was working on a couple birds. We'll kind of put a couple birds in back to the objects just so you can see it. That's the wrong thing. We're gonna click this. Gotta click that. This about select a couple birds. The birds are pretty basic. I was just working on them kind of temporary, working on a new little object. I worked on some sprites. The sprites are nice too. I gave him a little hat. Oh, I don't know why the score is higher than the player right now. Yeah, his hat works. The birds chase you when they're within range right now. Otherwise, they just go towards your position at the start when they're created. And that's how they work right now. They hurt you. And then also, I have it set at 5,000 feet. So when I destroy all these segments, they go up into the sky, and they're reserved up at the top of the screen here. They're reserved just at the top of the screen, and then when you hit 0 feet, the segments that you created are staying there as a cache, so you can kind of. I also made it so when you slash the parachuters, the parachutes come off. So it's a little bit tough, I guess, right now because they're above me. Harder to get a parachuter to come down below, and they're off screen. I'll just come back to the beginning. Okay, so if you cut the parachute drops, they turn into a giant version of the other one because their sprites were twice the size, so I can change that now. Diver no shoot in his creation. I don't even need to create then. Alright, so that'll be fixed now. Just gonna wipe the slate. Run the compiler. Clean program. That didn't run. Run the compiler, and there we go. So now when I nope, that was still a big. Wonder if it's somewhere in the parachuter. It is the instance change. Let's create parachute. Change to no shoot. So why? Now I'm confused. It looked like he was big again. They shouldn't go big. Weird. Why are you going big? Mister, I don't have a parachute. I just cleared your diver, no shoot. Yeah, close that up. Diver, no shoot. Doesn't have a parachute. Whatever. I gotta write it in, I'll write it in, but shouldn't have to make it so that it scales 1. It should just by default be set that. It doesn't seem to be saying anything about the scale changing. It was before, now it isn't. Let's see if that got solved. And he's still turning giant for some reason. Huh. Really confusing why he's twice the size. Hmm. Is it that? Is it that? No. No, there's no double sizing in the segments or the collision. Now I'm more confused. Diver no shoot. His step is great. Didn't even have a create step. Shouldn't even be an issue. Just save it. I don't know why it's going big. It just doesn't make sense. Why are you big? You shouldn't be big. I got rid of it. Oh boy. Alright. This is gonna be this will be interesting. Air shooter, when he gets he instantly changes. Doesn't it's instant create that. Huh. Oh, are these guys twice the size? Is it that was it that simple? Ah, sometimes programming. Right now they're tiny. Like too small. But oh. Oh, alright, this diver doesn't go big. The parachute's giant. That's also probably just in the parachute's own creation code. Yeah, there it is. Boom. Save that. Finally figured that out. That was kind of annoying, but you know, that's how game maker goes. Sometimes you gotta find, well, not just game maker, but game making. There we go. Now the parachutes are all at the right scale. He's definitely bigger than the parachute should be. A little bigger than the rest of the other guys too, but he's got big clothes on. Is what it is. That's what makes him float so much. Duh. All right. So I think that's just about the end of this stream. I don't really have much else to show beyond, yeah, the I'm working on the core game loop of the game, which right now is obviously collect coins. Pretty basic game loop. There isn't really a reason to slicing these skydivers, but you do bop them. When you bop them, it gives you coins. So that's kind of the idea. Is you want to get underneath them by cutting the air. You got to cut through the air. Sometimes you got to cut through a few bodies too, but you know it's part of the process. And then yeah, the segments will follow. That's I've already shown you that. Score multiplier. I guess I got to work on next. How am I going to do the score multiplier? Also, I was wondering about some power ups. A power up could be I had one where like maybe you get a power up and you jump into the middle of the screen. You start shooting some like some ninja stars and just it goes around in a circle, or even just if you get it, it shoots ninja stars just constantly in a circle, like kind of every 5 seconds or something for like a few bit of time. And then there's also maybe invincibility power up, speed boost. Can change the color of like his little band here that follows him to show what power up you have. Scan. I like the speed lines. It feels nice. So yeah, I mean, if you have any ideas for power ups that could possibly be in these crates, be a good idea. Yeah, then you can break the crates, have a power up, and then yeah, I don't know exactly what other kind of power ups you could have. Oh, I was thinking of maybe having a plane come across the screen to kind of be coming across horizontally from the left or the right, and then maybe some skydivers jump out of the plane, and then maybe a helicopter that comes up from the bottom of the screen and rises up, and then some parachuters jump out, or maybe maybe the helicopter has a gunner and the gun shoots at you, and you're trying to dodge the bullets. You know, whatever comes about, it'll come with time, and that's what I got for now. Thanks for tuning in, and everyone have a great night. See y'all later.